Hello everybody, welcome to a live unboxing of my new amazing VR headset. Super excited about this. If it's not abundantly clear, hey, let's jump into it. Lenovo Explorer, straight away the box weighs probably between 1 and 2 kilos, which is insane, and the headset itself weighs around 380 grams as described by the manufacturer. Hey, let's take a look at the box. Compatible with most popular computers, yes. So the setup of this is very easy. Instead of having external cameras and stuff, of course, the WMR kind of way of doing things is that you have two integrated cameras in the headset itself, and the headset is kind of self-sufficient in terms of tracking. You don't need any external stuff, and the setup is very quick. So the way you would do it is you would move around pointing the headset to your screen. You just move around the playing area that you have designated, and the headset will remember that playing area and will alert you if you're, getting close to being outside of bounds. Oh, there's another one over here. Oh man, this is exciting. This is like a whole new world for me. I haven't really tried any sort of VR so far, and I thought this was a great time to jump in because there was a drop in prices. I now have a good enough card that I can run games in VR correctly. Seems like all of the stars align for me. So let's take a look at this bad boy. So what we have here is probably some instruction stuff, as well as a nice little cloth. Quick starts, user guides. Actually I don't think we're gonna need any of that. Here are the controllers, of course. We'll take a look at those in a moment. Second one, the one thing I'll say about the controllers is, sadly, they're not as ergonomic as the as some of the other options in the market. But they're functional. It's just that you're probably not gonna forget you're using them in your hand. And here is the glorious headset. We'll take him out of its plastic in a moment. Super light. Again, it just feels incredibly light compared to some of the other ones that I've had in my hands. And I think that's it for the box. The box is quite nice. Let's see if I can get an angle here that you can see the insides of it. Yeah, it's quite a nice box. Sorry, my desk setup is pretty tight for these unboxings. Not really, my space here is not designed for that stuff, so not ideal. And I did want to use my proper microphone, so just bear with me on that. Hey, let's take a look at the actual headset, shall we? Oh man, I'm like a little kid in Christmas. I can't believe this arrived today, by the way. It was expected to arrive tomorrow. And I had to use my lunch break to do this video here because it's amazing. Alright, let's try to get a good angle with the camera there. Bring it up a little bit. Alright, here we go. Lenovo. See if we can remove that plastic. Kinda looks like a RoboCop headset, which I'm into. Some of the other ones are entirely like a glossy surface, which is gonna be like a nightmare for fingerprints. This one instead is a matte finish. Love it. Very sleek. Get a little bit of a side view. Of course, this one doesn't have any headset integrated, so you don't have sound, you don't have mic in this thing. You're gonna have to use your own. But of course, for that you have a jack input somewhere, if I'm able to find it. Oh, over here. So you can see there, this is where you plug in your headset, of course. The USB, I think it's notable to mention the USB and HDMI. That's all you need, by the way. It's pretty much one long cable and with these kind of together, and they're separate, but you know what I'm saying. It's just one mesh of cables, just two cables, very simple to plug in and out, again, compared to the external camera setup. One thing I'll mention is that the cables are actually going into the headset, so you're not going to be able to replace the cables if you had to. Those shouldn't really be a problem for you. So here it is, and it does have a flip-up solution, which is fantastic. It might seem like something silly, but if you're in the game and you need to switch out and do something in your actual computer, if you have to remove the entire headset, I imagine it would be a little bit of a nightmare. So here you can see the lens, beautiful 1440 x 1440 resolution on the lens, pretty much on par with most of the best headsets. Of course, the Odyssey has I think it's a 1900 x 1440. Don't quote me on that. It has a higher resolution, the Odyssey does, but of course that's not readily available in the UK. This one is, and it's cheaper as well. So again, I thought the price was too attractive to resist. The other thing we can take a look at is the foam around the actual headset. It's quite comfy, but what I did is I actually got a aftermarket solution. If you go to vrcover.com, they make amazing leather foam replacements, and I got one for this that will arrive sometime soon, and I will be replacing it. One of the good things is that despite the foam being a little bit more of a cheap feel than some of the other solutions with the flaps, it does provide very good how to say it, it prevents light from coming in to a greater extent that some of the other headsets do. So that's something very important, because once you're in the VR experience, I imagine any sort of light going in would be just like a disaster. So that's not going to be happening for us. Now, before I put this on and you watch me do so, we're going to take a look at the controllers here. Now again, compared to something like the Oculus controllers, these are not really ergonomic at all. Let's take a look. So here you go. And most of the WMR have like a very similar design. Some of them are more ergonomic than this one. This one is just pretty much a straight up, like a straight surface, flat surface on your... I mean, it feels good, honestly. It does feel great. It's just that because it's not ergonomic, it's not gonna fit into your hand to the extent that some of the others will. But you got your, I guess, your middle finger there position for this button over here. Very comfortable. Over here, you got the other trigger, and then you got actually a touchpad, which will allow you to play any Vive games. And then the joystick will allow you to play any Oculus games. So really nowadays, this is going to be compatible with most VR experiences out there. There are some of them that, don't support it, but WMR is actually gaining a lot of support. A little plastic here. You can remove. There you go. Lovely. So overall, I dig it, man, honestly. We'll have to try this out, and of course, we'll make some videos following up and seeing how this goes. Let's see if I can put this on my head. Oh god. Yeah, obviously I can't see anything because I have them on and they're not plugged in. But straight away, I can feel no light coming in. It's completely dark. And I hope I'm speaking close enough to the mic so that you guys hear me and you can see how this thing looks. I'm gonna have to see how the headphones feel over it. Actually, they feel fine. There's like a cable here that I need to work around. We'll get that sorted. But honestly, it seems fine. And yeah, you got the flip up, which again, flip it up, do whatever you gotta do on the computer, flip it back in, boom, immersion. Right, we're gonna take them out. We're gonna be playing with this thing a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to record footage and show you what I'm seeing. I don't know how that works. It's gonna take a lot of playing around with, but I'm super excited. I hope this was fun as well for you to watch me unbox this thing and my excitement. Of course, videos to come, footage to come, fun to come. And yeah, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching, and as always, catch you next time.